You're hilarious.
Pretty much on.
We never know quite how to start, and it's been a minute.
It has been.
It's been a minute since we did a team call.
Hello, family.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I like to make faces at the screen just before it actually goes live, and Meryl's like, stop it, stop it. So that's what we were laughing about.
Yeah, we always laugh.
It's kind of a consistent thing.
Yeah. This is awesome. I'm so glad that you guys are taking time out of your night. We've got some exciting stuff to talk about. And I know that some of you are new, and this is probably your very first team call. And for some of you, this is your not your first rodeo, and you've been with us for a long time. And for those of you who don't know us, I'm Mary Alice. This is Philip. We're your Diamond Leaders in AdvoCare, and we're so glad that you're here with us tonight. We did team call every other week for a long time. And recently, just based on some wisdom from some of our corporate leadership, they kind of urged some of us, leaders to maybe discontinue that for a while and to communicate more one-on-one. And we're loving that. I have to say, we are loving the one-on-one communication. But this new announcement has called for a team call.
Absolutely.
Right?
Normally, I don't wear a hat.
Stop.
I've been at worship team practice, and so I came in looking a bit disheveled. So I have on a hat.
Well, I feel like I need to tell you what I did this evening.
Ooh, what did you do?
I watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie with Jack.
I can do the rap.
I know you can, don't. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. It was a great movie. The reviews were horrible. The reviews were horrible. But if you have boys, I thought it was pretty good. It's better than some of the other stuff I've seen in a while. So anyway.
Did you say it was better than Frozen?
Oh no. Don't make me sing.
I'll sing. That's good.
Don't. I will. Oh, anyway. Okay. Can you tell that we're killing time? We'll let everybody have a minute to hop on. It always takes a little bit of time for everybody to get on the line. They usually.
I'm just saying, do you want to do the team call?
I know. There tends to be people get kicked off and having to hop on and kicked off and hop on. So we wanted to give everybody a minute to get on the line. I think we're good to start though, don't you?
Yes, let's begin.
Would you like to welcome, or have I already done that?
I think you've already done that. Hold on, we'll do it again. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello. Now
we have such a fun job. We're delirious, by the way. We're tired. Like, we're two tired people. We've been running and gunning. Extra spark today is what's kept me on the go. Anyway.
I just had a Muscle Gain ice cream. If you don't know about Muscle Gain ice cream, you need to know.
Yeah. I am thankful for Spark right now. It's the only thing keeping this mama going. Christmas break started today. Hallelujah. All right, so we are so excited to talk to you guys and help you strategize about the new rollout from AdvoCare Corporate, our all-in 24-day challenge, nationwide challenge group. First time I think this has ever been done. And I know that just based on the projections that we really are hoping to have between 80 and 100,000 people doing the 24-day challenge together. I think we can have more than that.
Just from our team.
Just from our team. Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine your paycheck, people, if the Duncan team took it on. But no, seriously, when we went to the Diamond Retreat down in Seaside with our corporate staff and with all the other Diamonds back in November. It was early November. And that's where they announced to us what was coming. So we had the privilege of knowing that this was coming and the urgency with which they were wanting, us to be able to promote this, because it is such a big deal. It's huge to think about, all of these people doing it together. There are so many studies. I know Richard talked about it on the call. If you listen to that, hopefully you have listened to that, the corporate call that was done yesterday. The studies that are done when people are doing something like the 24-day challenge in a group with accountability, with support, the finish rate is so much greater. And so that really truly is the corporate desire, is for people to finish their 24-day challenge. You cannot believe how many times people will start and they'll never finish because they either get discouraged along the way, it gets hard along the way, maybe somebody said something to them that hurts their feelings along the way. Somebody tells them, oh, this is another gimmick, you're just going to gain it all back. Believe it or not, that happens to people. We have someone actually that we know who her biggest resistance was in her own home. And so those things happen, and having the support and knowing that you're doing this with people all across the country that are all on day 1 with you, all on day 5 with you, all on day 10 with you, starting the max phase with you, and finishing with you, there's something to be said for that accountability. And so there's going to be that corporate coaching piece, which we've never had before. There have been videos recorded for every day. And so you and every person that you can help participate in this are going to receive the benefit of that corporate coaching. I don't know why you're laughing at me.
No, I'm enjoying watching you on TV.
Carry on. Awesome. He's so good. Good for my confidence level.
It's amazing.
Okay,
You're doing great.
thank you. So I wanted to talk to you before we hop into some logistical things. I really wanted you guys to understand the importance of all in. And so we have our bands on.
By the way, we have had these on since Seaside. So
Yes.
if you watch, little clues will come out.
Yes, we have had these on since we got back from Seaside. But you need to know that we did not just receive these. These were not given to us. We had to choose to wear them.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I mean. Richard and Sherry, for those of you who are new that maybe don't know, Richard Wright is our president and CEO, and his wife Sherry, they are both a part of our corporate team. They share an office. They're an amazing couple, have been sweethearts since like 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah,
They're just an amazing couple, and they care so much about all of us. That means us, that means you, that means the brand new distributor. They truly care and they want the best for us. And so Richard had a conversation with all of us diamonds about what does it mean to be all in. And we shared this with some of you personally about how for us, Advocare is our full-time job. And you know, it doesn't feel like a job. It's great. We love it. But it is our full-time only source of income. So for us, it can be priority number 3, right after faith, right after family. Then it's Advocare. And that's a privilege and something that we enjoy very, very much. But for many of you, it's faith, it's family, it's Plan A job, it's soccer, it's taking care of aging parents, it's, you know, any number of things. And then there's Advocare. And so Richard really encouraged us as the leaders of this company to take a step back and remember what it's like for the brand new advisor who is so excited and so desperately wants to tell people about what's going on, but doesn't have a clue what's going on and just needs help. They encouraged us to remember what it's like to be a silver distributor who has diamond in their heart. And what's it like to be a gold, 3-star gold, ruby distributor who is right there on the cusp of being able to make some serious choices, but just hasn't quite solidified that business yet. And so we personally have been doing a lot of that reflecting and a lot of that remembering back to the beginning of our journey when we didn't have a clue what we were doing, and we stuck our foot in our mouth more times than we can care to think about. And when we could hardly buy groceries because our silver paycheck wasn't really a silver paycheck. And when we, you know, retired Philip from real estate and had a Ruby business, but we weren't really a Ruby business yet, you know, we weren't hitting Ruby every pay period. And so we've really been reflecting on those things. And what Richard and Sherry asked of each diamond distributor, not just couples, but each individual, was to take some time and to ponder and reflect, what does it mean to be all in? And that doesn't just mean, oh, I'm all in for Advocare. That means, are you willing to get in the trenches, to get your hands dirty with people, to dig into the mess of their lives and help them get out from the situation that they're in? And if you're willing to go all in for Advocare, then we had to send an email. And then we got our band. And it's like Richard said, I want to hear from each individual, not, you know, Philip and Mary Alice are all in, but I had to send an email. Philip had to send an email. So it's neat to be able to share with you that Richard shared with all of us on the next diamond call that it took about 2 weeks, which was actually good because he said it told him that people were truly thinking about it, praying about it, wanting to be sure that they were 100% committed to doing it. But he got a 100% commit rate from all the diamonds that were present in Seaside. And so I hope that gives you some encouragement and peace to know that those of us that already are wearing these bands, we are all in, and we're all in for you. We're all in for your purposes. We're all in for your families. We are here for you. We're willing to burn the midnight oil and get up early and get in the car and drive to you. Whether people show up or not, we don't care. We are willing to do what it takes to help you get what you want out of AdvoCare. We were on a call, and I'm about to stop talking, but we were on a call last night with our leadership team, and Amy Myers, who's a Ruby leader on our team, had something so profound to say. She said, it doesn't matter what you've done to this point. Mm-hmm. We're starting a brand new year. This incentive is new. It's brand new for you. You can triple your earnings in this pay period alone if you'll forget everything that's behind you and move forward with this incentive. You can do amazing things in this business. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Philip is the strategist. Philip is the business brains in this couple. And so I think we're going to go to some slides, and we're going to really dig in with you guys about what this can mean for you, what this can mean for your friends, your family, the people on your team. And I want to say one thing about that. If you have questions at any point, sorry, I have a lot of things to say. If you have questions, I've been with a 10-year-old. I went to a Christmas party this morning. So, I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you have questions at any point, I think we're on a little bit of a delay. Mm-hmm. So if you have questions about anything that we're talking about, type them in the chat box. You guys can click on the chat feature on the right-hand side, click your questions into the chat box, and we'll see them. And so that way, by the end, hopefully all the questions will be there, and we can actually answer the questions, and we won't be delayed.
Yeah. Now, one of the things we're going to try to do tonight, we can't cover everything because we don't want to keep you guys any longer than is necessary. So know that the original call is recorded and it's posted, and you can listen to that as many times as you need to. It was very thorough. And like Julie Wright did a great job of answering some questions. We're going to be answering questions as best we can on the Facebook page, because odds are, if you have that question, somebody else has it as well. So we don't want to get too deep into the weeds here. We want to make this more about strategy, more about how to make this effective for you. So we're going to go ahead, and your screen's going to be kind of weird for just a second as we transition over to a couple of slides. And then I'm going to share with you kind of what the opportunity looks like. And then we're going to share with you what we are doing over the course of these next few weeks, and especially these next 48 hours to get cracking and really move this ball down the field. So you wanted to start with this picture real quick?
Oh, I can, sure. This is actually a picture from Seaside that shows some of the diamonds, just our arms all there together. And that's exactly what I was just sharing with you guys, that we are, as a leadership team, we are committed. We're committed to being all in for you. And so we want you to know that, so that you can confidently go out there and begin to share with other people what AdvoCare can mean for them, knowing that not only is your corporate staff, but all of your diamonds are fighting this out and in the trenches with you.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about the All-In Challenge real quickly, and let's just kind of put out there for you what this thing is. For those of you, hopefully everybody knows what the 24-day challenge is by now. Obviously, this is going to be a 24-day challenge where everybody starts on the same day, and you're going to be locked in day by day, starting on January 7th, 24 days with 80 to 100,000 of your closest friends. So what they have done is they've put this thing together in such a way that there is this massive group dynamic. There's this huge wellspring of momentum. What they have done is they've made this accessible to people in a season where a lot of people right now are minding the budget. They've made it available in such a way that you can order and pay for it after Christmas. They've made it available in such a way that there's a little bauble in there, there's a little trinket in there. That those of us who like that little extra something, whether it's a bracelet.
That would be me. That would be me.
As you and Julie Wright.
Me and Julie Wright. We are carrot chasers, my friend. You put a shaker bottle in front of me, by golly, I'm getting the shaker bottle.
I want a bracelet.
I'm getting it.
Okay, I look like Miley Cyrus, all these bracelets on my arm. Anyway, so there's a lot going on here. You have the free shipping. Actually, you have free shipping twice.
Yes.
There's a huge amount going on. So what we want to be able to do is we want to kind of break this down for you a little bit, piece by piece, and make sure you are considering how each piece is marketable to a different group of people. We joke about, the bracelet and the blender bottle being something that people would be attracted to, but it really is. That's kind of huge for people. That's about a $20, $25. I mean, the blender bottle alone is about $20. So that's an opportunity. People are about to invest in their health anyway. So when you put this in front of someone and you say, look, they're throwing in this blender bottle, they're throwing in this awesome bracelet, and we're all going to do this thing together.
Limited edition. Make sure you say those words. This is the only time you'll ever be able to get this blender bottle and bracelet.
Yeah.
So it's going to psych people out.
Absolutely. It's kind of awesome. It's a good thing. So we're going to just kind of walk through this and go with me. So we've got the blender bottle and we've got the bracelet. That's a helpful thing. That's wonderful. But let's talk about this idea of a nationwide 24-day challenge. Because what I want you to think about right now is I want you to think about the people who you don't see every day, but who you have a relationship with, who you have influence with. One of the things we hear about a lot is this sense of people being concerned about trying to lead people in another city, in another state, or people being concerned about being led by someone who is in another city or another state. We have Mary Alice and I have team in 43 states. So we have an opportunity we can see from our end that's something that people are doing all the time, and technology makes us able to do that. But give some thought real quickly to the fact that everyone in the nation, including Alaska and Hawaii, including Puerto Rico, all of those areas, everyone's going to be doing the challenge at the exact same time. So what this allows you to do, and I'm going to share with you here in just a minute, some of the ways that we're going to help keep everybody on pace. But a lot of that pressure is going to be taken off of you of how do I lead someone in Des Moines, Iowa? How do I lead someone in Sacramento, California? What you need to know is they're going to be doing this as a huge group. So when you think about 80 to 100,000 people, that's a huge wellspring of momentum. And if you can take that and you can funnel it into one place where people are seeing, hopefully you guys are a part of our 24-day challenge page just from the Mountain Movers. But what you see there, the reason for that is it's questions and answers, it's encouragements, it's motivation, it's before and after pictures, it's man, I feel amazing today, but it's also room for man, I don't like day 7 of the cleanse. It's all there. And what it is it's community and it's encouragement. And what Mary Alice was speaking to and what Rick Lloyd talked about on that call is that when you get people together moving towards a common goal, the herd tends to stay together. Guys, think of the size of the herd that you're going to be a part of and that you're inviting people to be a part of. One of the amazing things, and Hal Craig, one of our great leaders, pointed this out to me when I talked to him the other day. This thing is getting kicked off right on the heels of the Advocare sponsored bowl game down in Houston. It's right on the heels of seeing our commercials in bowl games over and over and over again. It's right in the thick of the season where people are looking for a change. And when people find out that this is a nationwide initiative, that's a big deal. Well, and the second thing you want to think about is there is going to be a designated Facebook group, a Facebook challenge group specifically for All In, and it's going to be run by corporate. And if you know anything about our corporate offices, they don't do anything small. They do everything with excellence. So what you can expect is absolute excellence, things that will motivate, things that will inspire. It won't take the place of you as a mentor and a friend, but it is going to absolutely make this experience of this 24-day group, this 24-day challenge group, unlike any that we've ever had. And what makes it so different is coaching. So you have a nationwide group of people. You have people from as far and as wide as you can reach, and you can send them all to one place, and they're all locked in together. And the coaching, understand real quickly, it doesn't take the place of you. There's going to be all kinds of great stuff that corporate's going to be making available, but the most important thing is you. Let me talk to you about what I mean. There's going to be there are some revisions that are coming to the 24-day challenge app. The goal is in the next couple of days for the new app to roll out. And literally, if you want it to, you can set it to remind you to take your before food pills and your lunch pills. You can set it to remind you to take your herbal cleanse tablets. Guys, that's amazing. How many of y'all have like a drawer full of partially taken white packets? If you're not raising your hand, you haven't been in for more than a month.
We don't anymore.
Yeah.
We're getting much better about it. Ours used to multiply.
Yes, ours reproduce.
They reproduce. We're like, this is not possible.
Look what Cornflakes did. Cornflakes did. But that app is going to be incredible. What a great tool for people to use, right? And it takes the pressure off of you of having to feel like, oh, I've got to call them every 5 minutes. No, you don't. You can call them and be an encouragement. Man, I feel awesome today. How are you doing? You're both on the same day. So that app is going to be a great tool for you. Another thing that's going to be happening is emails. They may not be every day. They may be every day. They will be on the important moments. But what AdvoCare has done, what the corporate offices have done, they have pulled together great leaders from throughout AdvoCare and recorded little messages for each section, each segment of the 24-day challenge of inspiration, of recipes, of coaching, of motivation. And guys, there is no substitute for a willing heart, but the greatest aid for a willing heart is a willing person to help them move forward. So if you look at it, you see somebody bringing their decided heart and they want to change something, they're going to have the tools they need. And I'm just thinking of this as I look at this picture. If I look at this picture, that guy had to make the decision to try to climb that mountain. And all along the way, he had to have the right things to grab a hold of to even get that far. He had the apps, he had the emails, but that's you standing at the top and offering the hand out, that hand to pull them to the top. You're the mentor, and nothing will ever take the place of that in this business. That's what Mary Alice and I get to be for you. And that's what we want to train you up to be for other people.
That's right.
So you have this huge, ginormous group of people who have a decided heart that they're going to change something. And now they've got the right tools and they've got the right relationships and they've got the right dynamics. So what I want you to think about is what will happen in this nation on February the 1st. After 24 days of 80, 90, 100,000 people going through the 24-day challenge, let's say 60,000 of them complete it well, which, by the way, would be a really high percentage. Think about how many lives are going to be changed. But here's the kicker. When they see the changes happening in them physically, they're going to look like hope to other people. So think about what's going to start happening on February 1st as they're finishing this challenge. And everybody they know is saying, girl, what are you doing? What have you found? Because a lot of those people who started something else in early January are going to be quitting it by February because they're not seeing results, but they're seeing little Timmy over here who all of a sudden has lost 10 pounds and has dropped. Well, let's talk about Mary Alice. You lost 7 pounds, 13 inches in 4 dress sizes in 24 days. Ladies, if the lady sitting next to you in church loses 4 dress sizes in the month of January, who are you going to talk to? Girl, what are you doing? Right? That's huge. That's amazing. And guys, that's what this is all about. This is about momentum. This is about giving you an opportunity to give people absolutely AdvoCare's best. That begins with you. You are AdvoCare's best. And then that extends to our tools, that extends to the 24-day challenge, that extends to coaching, and that extends to what do we do after the 24-day challenge. So that brings us back to this slide. So you think about the shipping piece. What is AdvoCare doing? AdvoCare is so smart because they've connected all the pieces. So in your initial order, what do you get? Free shipping, right? In the bundles. What do you get as well? Look on down there a little bit. Free shipping, expedited shipping for your all-in challenge, but you also get free expedited or free shipping for your next purchase, for another purchase of $250 retail or more in the month of January through, I think it's February 17th. February 3rd. It had to be one of those days.
That's right.
That's incredible. That is a great opportunity. Folks, let's go back to this. We talked about the people who want the baubles, right? The trinkets. Let's think about the person who's just seeing the math of this. They're seeing that they can get a discount. They're seeing that they're getting free shipping. They're seeing that they're saving money on a blender bottle. They're seeing that they have an opportunity for free shipping again as they finish their challenge. And if they're building a business, they're seeing an opportunity to go out and engage any untold number of people to give them the same opportunity. Let's talk about the person who's kind of wired like me, who's all about community, who wants to make sure everybody is taken care of and loved on and happy and well. Let's talk about the coaching. Let's talk about the fact that this is as well crafted an opportunity for people to get into one space and a unified space moving in the same direction as AdvoCare has ever been able to do. It's absolutely amazing. Let's talk about the driver. The driver who says, I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to run. That person who says, it's time for me to make a change. There has never, ever, ever been a better opportunity than right now.
I think that extra shipping shows people that it's not just about the 24-day challenge, that Advocare is committed to lifelong wellness, and that we want them to be able to continue their journey after the 24-day challenge. And so we're going to incentivize that as well, not just the challenge itself, but life after the challenge. And I think that's very, very powerful too, because we can win one time if we get somebody great results on the 24-day challenge, but we win for life when we can truly make a significant change in someone's health. Like for me, losing, 120 plus pounds, that's a life change. That's a lifestyle change that's gonna add years to my life, quality to my life. That's what we want to be able to do for people. So I think it's such a well-rounded incentive that I think we can't lose with it. So I wanted to, do you want me to hop right into this?
Is this thing on, are we on TV?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do it. Carry on.
Yeah, we
I want to
absolutely
make sure I didn't hit the wrong button.
We're on TV. So here's one of the things that I wanted to do, you guys. If you were on the call yesterday, you know that Wayne Johnson did a little training and talked about basically 7 things that he was going to do personally and he was going to encourage his team to do. And I want to go over those with you guys. I think they're very, very important. And when we're talking about strategizing, how do you maximize this incentive? How do you take advantage of it? And, hit your 3K and beyond, earn a new pin level, help people on your team do those things. How do you do that? You do that by following these steps. So we're going to go over those really quickly. Number 1, and this is the most important, there's an amazing training out there by Jenny Donnelly where she talks about setting your target. And if you're not shooting at a target, you might be shooting, but you're never going to hit where you're going because you don't have a target. And so it's very, very important for you to set your goals for January the 20th, which is the ending of the pay period following this one. Where do you want to be? The specific things that he mentioned were, how many mixers are you going to personally host from now until January the 20th? More mixers means more money in your pocket and in the pocket of the people that you're helping.
Can anybody lead a mixer?
Anybody can lead a mixer. If you have an Impact magazine and the DVD, you have access to the training on your website, how to lead a mixer. You can absolutely lead a mixer. Rachel Witt, the fastest to diamond, took her 9 months, started leading mixers before anybody even knew she was in this business. She was 9 or 10 levels down from the nearest diamond leader. Nobody was helping her. And Rachel was like, I'm going to do this thing. And she starts leading mixers before anybody even knew she was a part of Advocare. So yes, however, as I said earlier, Philip and I are willing to travel. If you're brand new in this business, Philip, myself, other leaders, we will travel to you and teach you and help you have a mixer, okay, to get you started with that.
There are incredible leaders, top to bottom, throughout this business, and we will make sure that you get the help you need. But the reality is, if you've done a 24-day challenge in 99% of the rooms in America, you're the expert. You know more than the next guy, which means you're ready to say, here's my experience, here's what I'm excited about.
Right.
Carry on.
So how many mixers are you going to have? And I want you guys to be aggressive with that. We're going to host one every week in our own home, and we're also committing to hosting one in somebody else's house every single week. So that's 2 mixers a week for the Duncans minimum.
So more mixers, more money.
Yes. What pin level do you desire to be at the end of the January 20th pay period? What do you want your paycheck to be? And that's, call out that dollar amount. I'm telling you, whatever you think about is what's going to come about. How many new pins and rookie bonuses on your team? And I've shared our goals with our leadership team and with our leaders as well. Our goals are done. They're out there because we are focused and we're ready and we're charging. So watch us. We're going. Number 2, order your challenge and a minimum of 2 more. And one of the things he said on the call was U+2 is a really catchy phrase, and it really is. So Philip and I, we've done that. Business builders shoot for U+5 to 10, and we took care of that yesterday. What I believe is going to be very, very important. If you consider yourself a business builder and you are able to purchase your own 24-day challenge plus 5 to 10 more, do that. Why? Because as you're having these mixers over the next couple weeks and 3 weeks, you're going to have people who are going to go ahead and jump on board and become distributors and order their stuff. But then you're going to have people towards the end who are going to miss the boat, and they're going to decide on January the 6th that they want to do it. And by golly, it's going to be too late. But guess what? You're going to save the day because you're going to have inventory. You're going to have product on hand to be able to sell to them at retail cost and get them started the very next day.
You big day saver.
I know. Be a day saver. Number 3, set your mixer date. So we covered that already. Set your mixer dates.
Can I throw some out on that one? I really, really like what he said about doing the mixer on the 6th. And that mixer on the 6th was really a gathering of people for a launch. You're getting together and you're doing your measurements and all that fun kind of stuff together. It's a launch that you can invite people to participate in. And if somebody came on the 6th who didn't yet have their challenge in and they said, wow, I really want to do this. Imagine if you don't have the inventory there, they can't start on the 7th. That's the importance of inventory. So exactly.
You are correct.
Yes.
So number 4, identify potential business builders and have them share their goals. So you can hold them accountable. We did that. We've already asked our leadership team to share their goals with us so that we can hold them accountable. If they don't share those goals with us, there's nothing we can do to hold them accountable. So we don't want those people out there just shooting in the dark. You got to have a target. So if you want to share your goals with us, whether you're a part of the leadership team or not, please do that. We would love to know what your goals are. If you have people on your team, even just one person, find out what their goals are so that they have accountability and so that you have someone to help. Identify your hobbyists and encourage them to consider the U+2 minimum. Maybe some of your hobbyists will host a mixer. Now, what's a hobbyist? That's somebody, maybe they're just a distributor. They may not even be an advisor, but they're kind of involved in the business. We have people who just love the culture of Advocare. That's amazing. Maybe they just order product every now and again. Maybe they casually share every now and again, but they're not intentional about building a business and generating momentum. You know what? That's okay. Reach out to those people and let them know about what's going on and encourage them to bring 2 friends along to do the 24-day challenge with them. Again, accountability, it always is a good thing. Number 6, ask, who do you know? Go back to all of your customers and prior contacts from this last year and start connecting them. Guys, I'm telling you what, we have so many seeds in the ground right now. Philip and I have talked to so many people and we've heard, not right now, not right now. You know, that's awesome and I really want to do it, but not right now. It's just not the right season. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, this is the season. People are ready. They're already deciding to make a change. They know that come January 1, they're going to join a gym. They're going to, do something. Well, now it's the time for you to reach back to them and say, I know you're going to do something. Can I have 15 minutes to share with you what I have found and see if this could be your solution? By the way, I can help you order it now while you're ready and committed. Let's go ahead and get you committed and ready. And then you don't have to pay for it till after Christmas, and you can start with 80,000 people on January 7th, and we'll help keep you accountable. That's powerful because people are ready right now. They're just afraid because of their Christmas budget.
Say that again, because I don't think we've driven that home enough.
You can call someone on the phone and you can say to them, I know you're going to be making a change in January. I know that you're not happy with your health right now, and you're going to be making a resolution to change on January 1. I need 15 minutes of your time to help you see why Advocare can be your solution. I know that with Christmas and everything else going on right now, it's probably a difficult time to think about purchasing something. So I want to go ahead and get you committed. We can pre-order your products. You do not have to pay for that until after Christmas, and we will have you ready to go and ready to start with 80 to 100,000 people on January 7th, and we will hold you accountable and get you the results you want so that next year in January, you're not having to make the same resolution again.
Who do you know that might want to do this?
Who do you know that might want to do this with you? And guys, I'm telling you, you have to be that strong with it. You have to be that bold and strong with it because people want it. They want to change. And if we don't share with them, if we're not the ambassadors, then they're going to choose something else.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're going to choose something else. And here's another thing. If you don't go back to the people that you've talked to already, somebody else will. Somebody else will reap your harvest. I'm telling you, we're going back to every person that we've talked to, because I know that if we don't, somebody else is going to reap that harvest. So I'm getting passionate. You can ask our leadership team. I'm in a very passionate mood. They got it with both barrels last night. All right, now number 7. And this is important, and this is something that I don't think we've done very well in the past, and that's about to change. Book mixers out of mixers. Every mixer, have your calendar ready to book another mixer and have at least one mixer a week planned in your own home to ride the wave of momentum, plus doing mixers for others. So when you're doing a mixer, let's say Philip and I go to Kentucky, our new sweet advisors, the Pruitts up in Kentucky. Let's say we go up there and we host a mixer for them. We are going to be ready with our calendar for that person in the room who sees this, because there's usually at least one person who catches the vision for themselves. We're going to be ready to say, okay, we've got this date, and this date, when we can come back up here and do a mixer in your home. Which one of those dates works for you? And that's what I want to encourage you guys to do, is keep that calendar out, keep it ready, and be ready to book a mixer for that hungry person that's in the room. And that's going to open up more doors to be able to speak to more people about this.
Absolutely.
Urgency. Guys, this is urgent, 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 urgent.
Urgent.
Urgent. It's a song, isn't it?
Urgent, urgent, urgent.
We were in the right key.
I was in the right.
You were in the right key.
Okay,
Of course you
so
were.
anyway, just saying. Okay, so I want to start to kind of put a bow on this, and then Mary Alice has one last thing that she wants to share. Guys, I want to go back to what Mary Alice said at the very beginning of this call. And when we talk about being all in, we want you to know that this isn't about you being all in for AdvoCare to be out of order, right? This isn't about saying AdvoCare is the most important thing ever and I'm going to neglect my children. No, that's
Please
not what
don't
this is
neglect your
about.
children.
Please feed your children
Please
for Christmas and send gifts to Diamond Distributors. I didn't say that out loud. When we talk about being all in, what it means for us to be all in is to give you our best, because that's what we're committed to doing. That's what our role is in AdvoCare. That's the position it holds for us. When we give AdvoCare our absolute best, we're better parents. We're able to give more. We're able to do more. We can say yes to more things that we want to do and more things that we want to do for other people. Our goal for you is to figure out where in your priority list AdvoCare rests, and then allow it to make you your best at everything above it. So if AdvoCare is your number 7, then we want it to have a positive influence, a positive impact on the 6 things that rest above it.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? So maybe that's what all in means for you. All in for you right now doesn't necessarily have to mean I'm going to have a mixer every night this week. If it does, that's awesome. And you can expect that to absolutely transform your financial future. But if it means for you right now, sitting down and making a list of 5 or 10 people who you remember talking to over the course of the last year and just reaching out to them and saying, hey, there's never been a better time. I'm doing this. Come do this with me, because I really believe it's going to help you. That's awesome. That's what we want to really put in front of you tonight. You can have as much or as little of AdvoCare as you want, but you have to make sure that the amount of AdvoCare that you are willing to go get is conducive. It's equal to what you expect to receive from AdvoCare. You can make $50,000 a month. I've got 2 neighbors who do it. You can make more than that. You can go out right now and make the money. Think about it this way. What you're going to do in the next 3 weeks, your check from AdvoCare for this 3-week pay period is going to reach you about the same time as your credit card statement from December. Come on, I just preached to somebody. You can pay for Christmas by helping people and build a residual form of income. That's pretty amazing. Maybe all in for you right now just means being able to pay for Christmas. Let's get started. So I'm gonna give it back to you.
Well, and know that not all seasons are created equal. We say this a lot. And Brooks and Chris, for those of you who are new, Brooks and Chris are our mentors in this business. Brooks and Chris came in to AdvoCare at this time. They came in on December 21st, I believe, of 2010. We followed 2 weeks later, in early 2011, and we are what you call the fourth quarter champion, the person that comes on in the fourth quarter of the year, catches the momentum that's happening between the fourth quarter and the first quarter, where, 80% of the business is done for the year in the first several months of the year, not 80, 54% of the business. I mean, I just made that up. 54% of the business is done in the first 4 to 5 months of the year. So understand that the people that you're bringing into the business now, they're going to move with speed because they see speed. Speed in AdvoCare brings success. This is a business of speed. Can you be successful if you go slow? Of course you can. You can build a leg of business a year for 12 years and have a diamond business and be making $1 million a year after 12 years if you want it to take you that long. Or you can do what Rachel Witt did and do that in 9 months. It's up to you, your pace, but understand that this season is unique. And so for the people who are coming on board in this season, this is an incredibly unique time to do something that can and will drastically change your future. So if you're new, or if you are recruiting people in this season, they are the ones who are going to see this momentum and take off like a rocket ship if it's in them to do so. It was in Brooks and Chris Reed to take off, and they made $98,000 their first year, over $200,000 their second year, over $400,000 their fourth year. And I don't even want to think about what they're making this year. And same with us. We took off like a lightning bolt because we came in during this season. Okay. So it's very, very important, I think, for us to be focused on that. Who are we bringing into this business and who are we helping? Are we getting them wins? Because if we can help people get wins that are going to better their own life, they're going to stick and stay in this business, which is what we desire for everyone, is to stick and stay.
Yep. Like it.
So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we missed before I talk about this, because I feel like there is. Oh, this was a great question that was posed on the Diamond Wall today. A couple people saying, I've got people who have inventory. I've got people who have 24-day challenges. What do they do with that? Especially if they're running for rookie bonus, if they're new. And the advice is hang on to that. You're going to need it. You're going to need it for the people who start watching the people who are doing the all-in challenge, and you're going to have that right there on hand to go ahead and to sell to them. So if you have inventory on hand, know you're going to be able to move that inventory. But it's great right now to get people signed up to be distributors on your team, and allow them to purchase their own 24-day challenge bundle, the all-in bundle, because that generates volume for you, generates a paycheck for you. But if you're new, that's going to be helping you working towards that rookie bonus. Selling your advisor order does not help you earn a rookie bonus, but bringing distributors onto your team and helping them get what they need is going to help you earn that rookie bonus.
If you think about it this way, if you think about inventory that you may have right now that's not attached to a band and a bottle, right?
Oh, there's a question.
Yeah, you're answering it already. Kind of awesome. If you think about that inventory, the thing I would recommend is go ahead and encourage people to get on board with this while it's available, the band, the bottle, the whole thing. Build that sense of camaraderie and community, and then use that inventory that you have. Because the reality is, the more people that you have who are doing the 24-day challenge in the all-in piece, more walking billboards you're going to have for your business and your ability to help people. So my guess is that by the time you get to day 10, day 14, you're going to be able to walk up to people and say, hey, I've helped these 6 people lose over 70 pounds in the course of the last 15 days total. I think I've got something for you. And then you move that inventory. So this is a pretty small season. We've only got between now and January 1st for the pre-order piece of this to make sure that your products are in place before the 7th. So that inventory is not going to sit on the shelf for a year. We're talking about 2 weeks.
It's so funny because I didn't even see this question, Amanda, when I was speaking that out loud. But Philip just answered it. Just know that your inventory is going to move. I mean, and your inventory is going to move even faster, like he said, when you can show people that you're helping other people get results. So I would focus on the all in. I would focus on, and we're going to help you as I know we've got several phone calls scheduled tomorrow. I know a lot of you have phone calls scheduled tomorrow. We're going to help you with that conversation about the cost of the challenge, or I like to say the investment. Someone's going to be making an investment in their health rather than a cost. It's going to be an exchange for things that they're already spending money on. We're going to speak to them about the discount, getting their all-in bundle. And then you're going to have that inventory to move to the people who missed the boat on this one. Because when you establish yourself as someone who gets people results, they're going to be flocking to you. And there are going to be those people who are insistent upon just buying retail, right? And that's where your inventory is going to come in. We keep inventory in our home. We keep, 4 or 5 24-day challenges all the time in our bottom cabinet right over there by the sink. And we do that because there are always going to be those people who want it. They want it right now. They don't want to sign up for anything. They just want a 24-day challenge right now. And so those people are going to be there too. But we'll talk more about getting people signed up to be the distributor. And, even if they don't want to sell anything, they don't have to sell anything. As a distributor, they're just going to have a discount and a membership. Okay.
All right, question on the when credit card is going to be run.
May I answer that? Because I did read the answer today, unless you already know.
Go ahead.
Patrick Wright's answer from his fingers today was they believe they're going to be processed on January the 1st. The only reason that they would be processed earlier is if they just have too many to handle on that first day of the year, and they will start being processed. There's the potential for them to be processed starting December 26th. But I think December 26th is even a little bit early. I think if they do it before the 1st, it would be more like, 28th, 29th. So what I would let people know is there's the potential for their credit card to be charged starting on the 26th. The likelihood is that it will be on the 1st.
Right. And there are a lot of reasons to ask that question. Obviously, a lot of people will get paid on the 1st. If that is someone's pressing concern, probably the best thing to do is just, they can place their order on the 1st and still have the pre-order, can't they?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, we need to check that. So my encouragement to you would be, A, this is an investment. B, make sure they understand the discounts and all that good stuff. C, remind them that they're getting Christmas money, and buy their challenges. Is that compelling? I felt like that was not compelling. I love you. You're amazing.
They could also find 3 or 4 friends to do it with them. Collect the money retail for the friends, 24-day challenges, place the one order, deposit the friends' money, and let the profit from the friends' challenges be in the bank to cover their own 24-day challenge.
I'm going to say something.
That's what I would have done, because I didn't have money, and everybody that I think knows our story, but maybe you don't. We had $146 to our name when we started Advocare. I couldn't afford to buy anything, so I collected money. Danny and Di McDaniel, the top income earners in the company today, making almost $400,000 a month now. They were bankrupt, and they went door to door collecting checks so that they could place their advisor order. You can do that.
Well, and guys, I'm going to say this, exactly what Mary Alice just said, and I'm seeing that folks are saying they believe it ends on the 31st. Yeah. I don't know that for sure, but
I think that's correct.
I'm going to say this, and I hope it doesn't sound overly strong, but be the friend who's willing to talk to them about the opportunity, because that's where we were 4 years ago. And if they're in a position right now where they're not sure that they have this to be able to do, they're probably not able to give what they want to give for Christmas. They're probably not able to go where they want to go for Christmas. And they're probably looking for hope in 2015 to make a 2015 Christmas different. So have the courage to say, there's more to this, and we really need to talk. Because you can be a life changer. Yeah,
and that's where, if it's Philip and I that are talking to them, or another leader on the team, share our story. We couldn't afford Christmas that particular year. It was very, very difficult to not be able to give the gifts that we wanted to be able to give. And, to think about, I couldn't do a 24-day challenge. I told Brooks and I told Angela, I cannot afford a 24-day challenge. I'm sorry. And that is when they said, well, then we need to talk about the opportunity and be ready for people to be resistant, because I certainly was. Philip absolutely was resistant to talk about the opportunity. But you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. And know that if it is to be for them, they will listen. And you can speak with strength and say, I just want you to listen. I want you to hear Philip and Mary Alice's story, and I want you to see if this could be something for you. And at the very least, we can help them help a few friends and make enough cash on the front end to be able to pay for their own 24-day challenge. We do that all the time. And who knows, one of their friends might see the opportunity and they get blessed for that. So it's a win-win for everybody when we speak with strength about the product, when we speak with strength about the opportunity, and especially when we have the courage to make that introduction and let someone else who knows a little bit more than us do the talking. Then there's the potential. You never know what people are going to see. You know, Brooks would have never known what we were going through. She would have never shared an opportunity with me. She didn't think we needed it because we hid it very, very well. But Angela, who was a complete stranger, had the courage to really dig and go, okay, what's really going on here? You're 35 years old and you're telling me that you can't afford $190 for a 24-day challenge. What's really going on? And I broke down in tears and told her that my house was 7 months behind. I was about to lose it to foreclosure and I could barely put food on the table. And that's when things got real and we were able to see this for what it was. So one more thing, I want to share this. A lot of you know, I think my birthday was a couple days ago on the 16th.
29.
And I came home from my massage that Philip gifted to me, and this was on my kitchen counter. And some of you may know what this is. This is my lioness painting. I still don't know how this happened. This is really amazing. But Amy Myers and Rachel Allen, two of our leaders that I love like family, somehow, I still don't know how, I need to ask them how, because they were sneaky, conspired, and many of you sent in messages for me for my birthday. And this book is full of stuff like this. And I sat down on the couch and cried my eyes out. And I just wanted to thank each one of you that took a minute to send a note to me for my birthday. Words are very, very powerful. And you all spoke life into me and encouraged me in a season when I was really doubting. I think sometimes I tend to doubt, am I really being effective? Am I really making a difference? You know, why do I keep talking? Is anybody listening? And this was the greatest gift that I could have received. And I just wanted to thank each one of you because it truly, truly means the world. And I want you to know that your words are powerful. And if your words can speak to my heart, imagine how many hearts your words can speak to and how many lives you can change and transform with the power of your positive words, because you certainly did that for me. And I'm grateful to you. And I'm grateful to be on this journey with every one of you. We love you so much. So to Rachel and Amy, you couldn't have done anything more incredible for me. And all the rest of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Can we all sing happy birthday to you now? We'll just pretend they're all singing with me and I'll just sing.
No.
Okay.
It's over. It's 2 days old. Y'all, 40 is awesome. That's all I'm going to say. When you have Advocare and you have M&S and you have Spark, 40 is really not that scary.
40 ain't nothing but digits.
40 ain't nothing.
All right, we got to get this book. It's late.
It's late.
We love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks for making the time tonight. Go all in. Go get it.
Yeah.
And if you need us, call us.
Post your goals, guys. Post your goals. Will somebody please be brave? Be brave and post your goals on the Mountain Movers team page. Please, somebody.
Are you going to start preaching again?
Be brave and post your goals publicly, because if you don't post them, you won't hit them. Ooh, I'm stepping on toes.
What a mercy. Okay.
I love y'all so much.
Hello. Okay.
Post your goals.
Please.
Post them.
Post them. All right, we're going to go. Love everybody. Y'all have a fantastic night. If you need anything, shoot us a Facebook message. Give us a call. I think everybody should have our number by now. If you don't, for shame. And love y'all. Have a great night.
Stay classy.
Stay classy.
Stay classy.
You stay classy, man. I can't do it. I lost my voice. Worst. All right, y'all be good.